Alright, future tubers, welcome back, whether this is a new episode or it's been added on to the last episode. We're back at it, and I'm just going to explain for you future tubers a little bit about what we've learned. We did a bit of research, I reviewed the footage from the last episode, and checked a little bit of suggestions on the wide internet. One thing that was highly recommended was to not start Cycle 5 with a noon, and it's just a 33% chance to happen. So we started with the worst of luck. This time around, it took 2 more tries or whatever, and this time we did not get it. We had our white noon on cycle 3 or whatever. So now, when we trigger cycle 5 and Bina spawns, we won't have to worry about fixers. We can focus on Bina, which should make it a fair amount easier, let's say. So this is better. That's one strong tip. The other one we learned, or sort of seemed to confirm, was the actual problem. I never really had a chance for the fixers to kill me. The problem was that I had everyone in this room. And I guess Bina, usually what I've noticed in the past was she spawns spikes all around the base and kills all your clerks. That was the first impression I had of her. The black spikes do black damage. I think it's like 33 to 40 at probably A-lift tier damage. Most of my guys will take reduced damage thanks to their black armor, but you can assume around 30 to 50 damage to everybody. That's red and white. That won't one-shot anyone. In fact, it shouldn't even two-shot anyone. Basically, everyone should survive 2, maybe 3, or even 4 of those in a row. Plus, you do get healed. It's not like they're constant. She resummons them every minute or 2. And they are randomly targeting employees. But I guess what happens is if you've got like 30 people in a tiny little elevator, a whole bunch of spikes show up, they all do splash damage, they all do stacking damage, and basically just one-shot my entire group. So, yeah, that's probably what happened, and then after that happened, there was a whole bunch of chain reactions. Employees panicked and released abnormalities, people died, of course, things went crazy, and in about 10 seconds, we went from totally happy to completely game over. So we're really hoping that that does not happen this time. So, in preparation, everyone's going to start in the... No, they're not going to start in the elevator. What I am going to do before I trigger this is black shield them right before we start. I don't know how long this lasts exactly, but we're going to go black shield. Then I'm going to move them into a nice long hallway. They'll have a few seconds to split up. They'll have their black shield. Some spikes will trigger while they're splitting up in here. The black shield will protect them from, 1 or 2, and then if a couple more hits won't kill them. Especially when they're split up, in theory. So it's going to go black shield, move, start the thing probably with 1 sin like usual. Then I'm going to ignore them for a little bit. Bina will spawn. 12 abnormalities will immediately melt down with gold and fog. We are going to click through all 12 of them as quickly as we can. As soon as I've triggered the last one, and we're gonna start at the top and work downwards so that I'm closer to the bottom. By the time hopefully I'm gonna try to count, 1 to 12. I'm not gonna keep track of gold and black. I'm just gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4 up to 12. Once I've hit 12, we're gonna group select, send these guys up to here, maybe try to sanity bullet and heal them up from their spike damage. Bina starts here, and I don't know if she's gonna go up. I think generally she goes upwards, so we're gonna chase her. And once she gets stunned, which might happen before we get there, then we're going to jump on her and kill her as fast as possible. It's fairly likely, because of the mechanics for day 49, that we'll kill her in 1 cycle. We were able to do it last time, and she's got about 40% less health now, so it should go pretty quick. So, that's why we're preparing here. So, opening, hit the meltdowns, attack her. Once that's over, I'm going to send my guys back to this hallway, not to the elevator, because again, there's going to be more spikes. So I'm going to move everyone back down here, and I'm going to have to ignore them again, because as soon as we're done phase 1, I have to, again, ignore my hit squad, go back up here, find 18 abnormalities this time. I might even ignore the purple ones for the waves, because I don't really have the time to deal with it. We're going to try to trigger all 12 black and golds again. We're going to do the same thing, select everyone, try to kill her again. Triggers phase 3. Phase 3, there's only 6, but again, by this point, who knows where everybody is. I hope I have enough employees spread around to handle it. I maybe went on the low end, now that I'm thinking about it. I left 2 per department, maybe I should have left 3. We'll see. If some people die, some people die. We also might just keep DPSing her from sequence 2 to 3. It does seem like her shields don't recharge immediately. So it's possible with her reduced HP that we'll be able to just burn her down all the way through that final phase. But I'm not counting on that. I'm expecting phase 3 to have to pull back again. Maybe into this room or something. With that, I think we're ready to go. Also, I've been informed that there will be no meltdowns in this section. So either the internet or chat, if they have lied to me, there'll be something down here and we'll have a big problem. Well, it'll be a small problem, but it'll be a problem. But I believe we'll only have color meltdowns above. So we will see what happens here. So that's your intro. Wish me luck. I am a little bit concerned, but this is the best I can do. Shield on, spread out. They've got a few seconds to split up. While we're up here, we're going to trigger the event. They should be split up by the time this goes. And it takes a little while anyway. 12 meltdowns. Go, go, go. Any second now. There we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Next set. 5. Go, go, go. Come on. 6. 7. We don't actually have someone for that. 7. 8. Click like your life depends on it. 9. 10. Oh, they're not going the right way. Shoot. I don't have enough people up here. 10. I messed up. 11. I'm not even going to make it. I can't click fast enough. This isn't going to work. I actually am not even going to make it. Well, we got problems. I can't actually click fast enough. There's a lot of lag going on. And I did not hit all of 12 of them. And everything's out. And now we've already got the piano copyright boss. Well, this is not good at all. If I can't click 12 of them in 60 seconds due to input lag and just not being able to do it without pausing, the only other option is to literally pause the game, someone dies, and then I queue up all 12 jobs. And every time we do it, someone's going to die. But that's only 3 cycles. Maybe we just accept 3 deaths. Because I don't think I could make it through all of that in the time I had. Maybe you can. And then, of course, as soon as that triggers, the copyright will strike. Yeah, because I didn't even make it down to clicking this section. So we never stunned her. We never got her armor down. Oh, man, that sucks. Yeah, that's real bad. I don't think I can do this without pausing it. I don't know if it's just me or if it's just the way it is. This sucks. Yeah, and then she zaps everyone in the hallway. Well, future tubers, looks like that's another half an hour down the drain. I guess I'll try again. This suppression is bad. I can't vouch for it. I have to say this one is pretty terrible. No pause mechanic is stupid. And I get it. It's not technically no pause. It's just die to pause. And sure, it's 1 death per pause. I guess we just have to accept that there's going to be at least 3 deaths today, and there's really nothing we can do about it. I will have to overstock my rooms. So we're going to cut our DPS down a little bit, which is probably fine as long as we can work all the ordeals. So I'll come back and we'll have 3 staff per room in the same scenario. And we're just going to roll the dice. We're going to pause. Someone will die or panic, essentially lose control. Whatever, it doesn't really matter. They're dead either way. And honestly, the way it panics could be worse because if someone panics... And there's like I don't know if I've explained it to the future tubers, but there's 4 different types of panic. You might have noticed when everything fell apart, some people, when they panicked from black damage, started releasing abnormalities. So if the spacebar panic causes release abnormality breaks, we're still screwed. Probably. But if it's just the normal kind of panic where they run around and don't really do anything, then sure, we can ignore that for a while. But I think if we watch some of these guys that are panicking, they're actually releasing things right now. So, yeah, they take out their crowbar and they let things out. So, certain panics are definitely way worse than others. Anyway, we're going to grind through the beginning one more time, hopefully for the last time, future tubers. I'll do my best to stay positive, but I have to say, this is not the kind of end game that's super enjoyable. But I'm going to try to finish it, and we'll be back. At least the future tubers, you'll get a little bit of a... it'll just take a second for you. Hello, sacrificial tubers. Welcome back to the next phase of the end game. We're trying it again. I have a slightly different strategy. It's going to be very similar to last time where we didn't succeed, but it's going to work this time. I have confidence. So we have another hit squad down here. It's a little bit smaller this time. Still all the ALF weapons, basically. And what I have done is put 3 people per department to help make sure I've got enough for meltdowns. Because, well, they're not all going to live. No matter how well I do, a few will die today. And I think this is basically by design of the game. And trying to play a no-death run is a trap that will kill you on day 49 forever. So we are accepting some losses. And I will show you how that's going to work as soon as the meltdowns begin. I will try to limit it to as few as possible, but no guarantees. So, right off the bat, I still think Black Shield separate is a good plan, and then begin the cycle with something easy like One Sin. Then, as soon as we see something gold, we're going to pause. There's the wave. There's the ordeals. Sadly, Juju has died. So I had to make sure I didn't pause too early, or it would have been for naught. But we get 4 meltdowns, the red ones. We do need to try to work those. And 12... well, 6 gold, 6 fog. If we're lucky, the guys in this room are split up enough that they will not be killed by spikes. They also have black shields, so they can take some hits. But while we're paused, we can think. And it's very important that I have a break to think. I also don't have enough time to do input as fast as it takes. I don't know if you guys, professional gamers, can click... what is it? You'd have to click a total of 16 rooms. 1, 2, 3 clicks per job minimum in 45 seconds. Because, well, it's a little bit more than 45 seconds, but the Dark Fog, it's 45 seconds by default, plus whatever you get from this one. So right now, 55 seconds is how long you've got. I can't do it. I tried last time and I wasn't even close. So, Juju, what I should try to keep track of is where these people are dying. So before we click anything, let me just see who's dead. Oh, by the way, Korsakov got killed by a red fixer. He was weak to red and got hit by his laser. It was very sad. So Juju is in central, which is actually kind of good because I've got spare people here in general. Juju was not one of my combat units. Juju was one of my worker units. So we are down 1 in this section. And people are a little bit nervous about things, which is fair. It's definitely fair to be a little bit nervous. But of all the departments to lose someone, this is probably the best, actually. This one is the best area because we're overstaffed here more than the others, the outliers. So let's start queuing stuff up. People are taking spike damage. There's nothing we can do about it. Slots 3 and 4 are in the kill team, so they cannot participate. Needs, I don't even know. He might just be in here until until he gets his stats re-rolled. There's nothing I can really do about it. Caleb is over there, so we need someone else to come do that. This is why we are a little bit overstaffed. There's so many jobs. So the second, the child is specifically James, and then what I can do is, for this one, we can select from the info team M. Daubry, and then he doesn't have too far to go. We also have a spare couple people over here as well, so we've got enough people to cover it for now. Some employees can die, and it won't be a problem for a little while. And I'll try to send people who are at full health when possible. So, that's all queued up. We got a little helper down here. So we are a little bit short. We've only got 2 employees in this section at the moment. Mind you, there are some spares from this department that are spread around. So if we are in a tight spot, there's a couple extra. See here. Shy look. Doesn't matter what you do. One of these people is upstairs, so it's a little bit faster for them to pick up the heart. And then one of the people downstairs can work on shy look. Okay. Click, click, click. I have to send... After someone goes in there, I have to undo it. So it's something I have to click on. Skin prophecy is fine. You just get a white debuff, a white defense debuff. I usually give it to Jake because he's got really good white armor. This section, I think I'm gonna need Jelka to go this way, and then I have to remember to get him out of there. And then these guys are gonna have to cover the room, which I also have to get. Like, there's 2 things I have to unclick when they get there, within about 30 seconds or less of them getting there. But they have to go in, so don't forget Teresia and the Naked Nest. If possible, I will try to get some out of the You Must Be Happy, because I don't want them to stay in there very long either. There are more to queue up, though. Scorched Girl, no biggie. Fragments of the Universe, no biggie. And we have an extra called Flex Style from downtown in the bottom tier. He's going to go work on the Firebird. He's from down here. And that's it all. Everything is queued up. How long did that take? Like 2 minutes, 3 minutes, 5 minutes? I'm going to queue these guys up to go here. If there is some risk, I don't know when the spikes hit, but I can tell that most of the spikes have already triggered because people are already injured. So I think it's safe to move these guys together because we need to attack. In fact, it might be worth just queuing them to attack the Arbiter right now. They've got a fair ways to run anyway. And it's just going to take as long as it takes people to walk to these jobs for them to get there. They should be able to one-cycle her. And she should be stunned as soon as the golds get hit. Although it might take a little bit longer. So we'll go here for now. I got to attack. There's some things to keep an eye on. So with that said, I got 3 jobs to cancel and a boss to kill. And then get out of the way. Okay, we ran right into her. That was not good. No, that did not work. The timing was bad. I think we're screwed. I'm shaking my head. God, this game is so dumb. The no pause thing just... I hate it so much. I don't think I'm going to do this tonight. I don't know when I'm going to do it or how I'm even going to stream it. I might do it off stream so that I can relax a bit. But this is really, really not enjoyable. It takes so long to set this up. It probably takes like half hour to an hour of setup because you need the noon not to trigger on the same cycle. And then we got to work through it all at normal speed with no pauses, no fast forward. And then one bad timing and everyone is dead instantly. The entire room was killed in one shot. In the time it took me to like click a couple things and come back, they were all dead. Well, future tubers, I don't know what's going to happen. I'm not enjoying this very much. I'm going to try to finish this game still, but this last few days of Lobotomy Corp have dropped it. Like, I used to think this game was like a... I don't know what I would have scored it at. Maybe 8 out of 10 or something. Creepy indie game with fun abnormalities. Kind of challenging, but, you know, workable. And then, like, once we got to the Gabura suppression, I'm like, ooh, this is really hard. And that might have knocked it down a tier. And then the Hawkma suppression maybe knocked it down another tier because no pausing is a terrible mechanic. And then now in the final days, like, I think I've dropped it in my own head from like an 8 out of 10 really good game that I would recommend down to like, we're down to 6 or 5 out of 10 now. And it's just going to keep sucking until I finally kill it. And yeah, I'll feel a sense of pride and accomplishment when I finally beat this. But honestly, this is too much. If you're a budding game developer, don't do this. I get it, you want your finale to be exciting and challenging, but don't do this. This is not necessary. Anyway, obviously I'm getting salty and tilted. I've been at this for a long time now, and the amount of time wasted is probably the real problem. So future tubers, we'll see what comes after this. I'm sure at some point I'll try again, but maybe not tonight. Thanks for watching. Or maybe I'll splice this into the next video. Or maybe I'll never release it and no one will ever know. Because I'll just delete all these videos. We'll see. Hello, Freedom and Salvation tubers. This is it. Day 49. Probably, well, possibly, hardest day of the game. We'll see. We are very near the end here. We've got all the abnormalities spread across the base. Don't click that button. This is our Hawkma Bina suppression day, following the pattern of upper, middle, and lower Saphiras. Hawkma's gimmick, if you remember, means no pausing or people die. So actually, before I even start this, one little Ankylo tip I'll tell you is I accidentally rest my thumb on the spacebar, which is the pause button, you know, all the time. And you know, when I'm normally playing, I tap space pretty regularly because, you know, it's no big deal. Pausing is good. It lets me think. On this day, that will be bad. People will die. So, spacebar has been removed from the keyboard. That's one less thing I can do. Makes my thumb feel weird. Doesn't have a resting spot, but, you know, at least I can WASD, move around and all that. Use my 1, 2, 3 buttons for bullets and stuff. Okay, so, no spacebar, no control over time. So some things are going to go a little slower or faster because we can't pause or speed up. And then it's the Arbiter. So the goal here is to either suppress the Arbiter, like we did back for Bina suppression, or to try to get to the end of Meltdown 10. But the Arbiter, I don't mean, maybe I'm wrong, but unlike Gabura, who just chilled, she just chilled in her zone and she didn't cause us any problems yesterday. Unlike that, the Arbiter's going to cause problems, I'm pretty sure. So ignoring the Arbiter and trying to get to Meltdown 10 seems like a death sentence. If you remember the Hawkma suppression, as the clip-off Meltdown gets higher, the speed goes up. And trying to manage all that nonsense sounds like a terrible plan. So we will be trying to suppress the Arbiter. And I'm also quite confident that she has less HP than last time, which means a little bit easier. But we cannot pause, and I did a lot of pausing. So, you know, that's the thing. I still have my squads sort of organized the same as the Bina suppression before. There are 2 employees per department that are focused on their most difficult abnormalities. So Locke and Casco here are specifically wearing armor to work on the bird. We've got people that can work on Censored, Pluto, Pep, and Zmiek. And Censored down here is Cryptic and Awesome Guy. Chubby Cat and Toon should be able to handle everything in their section, I think, anyway. Whatever, we'll see how it goes. Then the second group, the third, fourth, and fifth employees, their jobs to group up once we get to, the battle mode, to kill the Arbiter quickly so that we don't have to repeat the cycles of crazy meltdowns more than once or possibly twice. And hopefully the bottom section doesn't get melted down because, well, there's a couple things that could go wrong down here at the very end. The first 6 are no problem, but, yeah, and then this department specifically doesn't really have fighters. These are kind of our rookies, so they don't really have I mean, I could send a couple of them off to help, but most of these guys are focused, like they never got really high quality gear exactly, but we'll see. Anyway, let's get to it. I did recruit the best employee ever, Blueberry Muffin. This is our final recruit, and he might not see a whole lot of action today, but he is a golden brown, lightly toasted muffin that is well baked, and we raised him right. So he's looking after the bottom section. Let's do this. All right, do not pause. Technically, if I click my keycap or whatever it's called, key depressor, I could pause. That would be bad. In case you're wondering, no speeding. There's a time limit. We can't even use Q and E to speed up time. Not that I normally would do that. There is no Arbiter yet, and I actually looked it up, but I think it would have been a pretty safe guess. The Arbiter will arrive on cycle 5, so we've got a little bit of time to prepare for her, and we'll probably have to do a couple midnight, or not midnight, a couple white ordeals first. So, I'm not going to split into combat teams just yet. I'm going to wait until it's time. We can see Hawkma here, goofing off in the background, and eventually we'll find an Arbiter goofing off in Bina's room. But for now, she remains playing it safe. So don't touch that button. Future tubers, or sorry, not the future tubers, the past tubers, the live tubers, they got to see what happens when you touch that. It's real bad. And this room does change every day, so it's looking pretty psychedelic in here. Not totally human, a little bit alien in there. Some jars of brains and hands and arms in the wrong spots. Doesn't look quite right. There's probably a portrait for all the different Saphiras before they became Saphiras. Anyway, let's begin. Nothing really special, but meltdowns, you can't pause it. So you want to make sure people are in the right areas when we do those. Which means maybe what I'll do right off the bat is I'll put people in the right hallways. Just for now. We'll probably have to change this around. Like, we're going to do a little bit of setup here. It's probably not a problem. It's just, now that I can't pause, I have to play a little bit more conservatively. So if there are meltdowns down here, we want to make sure there are employees fairly near. Because it might take me a while to find it, and then I've only got 60 seconds. So we've got to go kind of fast. Got to go fast, like Sonic the Hedgehog. Alright. I will immediately get the Knight of Despair buff on one of my combat units. I'm actually going to put it on Jean Matthew because, I don't know, because I feel like it. I don't have to explain myself. I can do what I want to. I think the guys, yeah, it was Casco. I'm just trying to more internally remember who I have set up to work specifically Judgment Bird is these guys. I'm sure most of the people in this department can handle the bird, but it does do a fair amount of pale damage, so I had a specific person set up for it, basically. I'm just going to move one person down to their free shoots to be a little bit closer. There's really nothing in this area that's super scary. But we'll get people closer. And similarly, I'll make sure one person's close to the armor, just so we can get around a bit faster. Soon. What kind of armor is this guy? Or what kind of damage? Black damage. So if I had to have someone working over there, I guess we'd have JJo do it. And then we got a couple people for the left. A couple people for the left. Couple people for the right. Alright, and that'll just have to do. That's enough prep work for now. Once we get to the actual ordeals, we'll have to move people around again anyway. So, let's do this thing. I'm just going to be looking for fairly easy jobs. I'm not really thinking about gaining stats or anything anymore. There's some people who could grow their stats, but whatever. If they survive today, that's all that matters. Actually, it doesn't even matter. If we complete this day, that's all that really matters. That's what I care about now. We're close enough to the end. Getting the high score, no death achievement is not in the cards. Not for this Ankylo. So I don't even think we need to worry about energy the way this works. I'm pretty sure if we do successfully suppress Bina, it's over no matter what. The idea was either save up your energy and... Oh, there's the melting love. Yeah, careful with that one. It was either save up your energy... Oh, I think I sent people to the wrong side. I have to remember to select people and send them to work, because it's a long walk if I have them from the opposite side. You know what I mean. Yeah, it's simple. Anyway. Just little details like that will be helpful during the Bina section. So I guess it's just kind of a chill relax with BlueAnkylo for the moment. I will throw in some big, exciting censored work here once in a while. You'll never know exactly what happens inside that room. Cryptic was maybe not the right person. No, he was the right person. It's just, you take so much sanity damage just getting started. It always looks like he's about to die. But he does have like 145 sanity, and he doesn't take all that much from a hit. 3 is not that bad. And it does feel really slow without the ability to, speed it up. No double speed available for this grind. I should pick someone... Yeah, I'm gonna have James, so the top 2 characters in this section, specifically Drax and James, they're the ones staying in there. So, basically, just the one, right? I should really pay more attention to the numbers. Just the one meltdown. James and Drax, I want to make sure only one of them gets the token, and then the other one will be my first pick for, working, the guy at the top, for these kinds of things. And then, even if I have to use the second guy, as long as I get to, if I build this up to, 5 before, the you-know-what hits the fan, even working a couple off jobs from the Child of Galaxy should be fine. So, James, actually, what I'll do for James, so I remember, I'll just leave him right here, and basically the other guy will be in charge of the other 2. And for now, we've got lots of backup, but basically Drax will cover these. And if 2 of them light up, either I'll pull from the side department, or we'll accept a -1 on the child. That seems to be all I can do. Okay, I'm going a little bit slow. No need to go super slow here. Let's start working. I did it. I did it again. You gotta select your employees before you start the work, or else they they all walk around forever. This is how I used to play when I was doing the grinding section, because I found it a lot easier to match up work like this for training the same stats rather than the other menu where you click it and select from the whole team. So it's kind of different objectives depending on you know, how you want to select people. And in wide areas like this, definitely clicking these is better than the other way, I would say. Prepare yourself. Prepare yourself. Headset alert. There you go. I gave you lots of warning that time. So, I suppose with a ordeal coming up, I'll probably have to undo all my careful division of labor again. That's the problem with that. Well, it's the smart thing to do. We can't pause during the suppression, so we might as well group up ahead of time and then split up afterwards. It sucks. I wish there was a way to like store everyone's position and then like one button that when you're done would return them all to their old spot. That's why I say this game's not really well designed for RTS tricks. It's definitely a base manager that's trying to handle more like real-time strategy mechanics and tricks. Alright, so without pausing, one fixer. If it's a black fixer, we're going to have to try to rush him fairly quick. Flex Style down here is all by himself. I missed him. Do we need Flex Style? Let's just leave him alone. He's too far away. Actually, I'm not going to bother, but I should have changed people with this Exuvier weapon, because if we run into a white fixer, the reflected damage from this can sometimes one-shot you, although I think that was the cheesed quadrupling effect really causing the problem. But, again, it's harder to pause if it is a white fixer and dodge the repel. But I guess having him down here means I have someone to trigger the ordeal. So, engage. Alright. So, where is it? Up here? It's, of course, the white one. Hooray, says Blue. Is it coming right at us? It went up. That's good. So it gives me a second to group up a little bit before we go after it. If I'm really lucky, it'll charge a laser attack on one of the janitors. And then we go in. I don't know about that. Oh, it did? Oh, well, let's just say I'm glad that I put a white shield on everyone, because that was not how it was supposed to work. We walked right into her giant attack there. I think she turned around. This is fine. I just, I can barely hear myself think, and I have to, as soon as I hear the ting, I have to, click. Alright, we're good. Hopefully we don't see her again. It's my game. It's either the Lobotomy Corp or Windows 10. My audio here. Sorry about that. The game is, the abnormality is, it's in my operating system. Alright, well, hopefully you heard most of what I said. We dealt with the jerk white ordeal again. So now we go back to our original locations, which will take a minute, of course. And we prepare for the next cycle. I expect at 4 we'll probably have to do the noon. And then at 5, well, at 5, then it gets real. I think the worst part of this is that it's going to take like 20 minutes to get to the actual hard part, and then it's going to be over in a couple minutes. Either we lose or we win fairly quickly after that. And if we do die and have to reset, then we have to slow play all this beginning part again, because you can't speed it up. All right, let's start farming some energy. I don't think I'm going to worry too much about splitting to every single room like I did last time. That's probably a good idea, but I'm just not feeling it. What I will do is specifically try to stack up some more points on the child. I think that's probably worth a little bit of messing around. Like I said, I don't really think the energy we get matters right now. Feel free to try to gather as much energy as you can if you think that will help. I don't think it matters. We do have the ability to summon the rabbits if that seems like something that would help us. I say that with a bit of a snark. One of the many good things about having high-level employees is the very high walk speed does help them before the meltdown triggers, get their way to an abnormality. So some of the typical challenges are avoided by having really good stats. I mean, the stats cover a lot of problems. It's fairly obvious. Alright, I think basically everyone's done. I need to find 3 meltdowns this time. Keeping in mind, soon it will be 6 at a time, and then 12 at a time, and so on and so forth. 3. Alright, of course it was that one. 1, 2... 1, 2... 3. This is fine. So this guy we just pick up and then never return. No big deal. You can't return it until after you've been in combat. And I picked someone who will be in combat, but it's just never going to melt down again because you can't work it now, right? You can only return it, so nothing to worry about. Okay, so we get another noon ordeal, or another ordeal, white ordeal. Next one is 2 fixers, which shouldn't be, well, it'll be twice as hard as the last one, but I'm not too worried. And then once we get through that, then we deal with the hard part. So for now, we'll just gather up some energy, and then we'll, group everyone up again, do the same thing. Oh, right. I almost forgot we have to go back in there. That would have been hilarious, just kill someone right there. That would have been one of the saddest deaths, no doubt. Just forgot that... yeah, no, that would have been dumb. Alright. How many more? Couple more. Probably 2 more. Drax goes left. James has maxed out the child, which keeps it a bit safer. Then we just get a couple quick jobs done, and then we group up. After this one, that's where we have to split everyone up into their kill teams. But for now, we want everyone grouped up to deal with the fixers. And I do like to start kind of in the middle still, so I think that still makes the most sense to me. So let's just sit back and watch everyone walk across the whole base again. This is definitely where the super speed would be helpful, but I probably could have just sent like 1 person to each department during the non-ordeal sections, just for the meltdowns, and then kept everyone together for the most part, rather than back and forth, back and forth. Just touch the button to skip the day. Yeah, that's true. If you're ever really tired of how slowly things are going, just touch that button down there. Luckily, you can select box over it. If that broke the game, boy, would things be rough. Okay, everyone's in position. We trigger our event, and then we try to, again, focus down the black one, avoid the white one, try to dodge the lasers on the red one, and the pale one, I don't know. I guess I try to put a pale bullet on people. I'll send my slowest character down here. Probably the guy with like 100. Alright. Ready, set, go. Also, oh boy, is this actually gonna... Hold on. Ah, crap. Hold on. This is when Bina starts, isn't it? I didn't think it was going to happen at the same time. I just about ruined it. Oh, shoot. That changes everything then. So we need... Oh, this is not very nice. We need to do Bina and the fixers at the same time. That's bad. Maybe what we do... We're gonna have to... Yeah. Yeah, this... Never mind. This is gonna be a much more complicated setup. This is the time to set it up, though. I just about lost my day there. So, change of plans. We're gonna split into our kill teams. The way I'm thinking about this is... The kill teams are going to hunt down the fixers. We're going to stay away from Bina, and we're going to hope, because I'm splitting into kill teams and not kill teams, we're going to have to just hit a wave of meltdowns while we're dealing with the fixers. We might waste, air quote, a cycle. Like, we might stun her and not be able to attack her for a phase. We're just going to have to deal with it until the fixers are dead. I really think that's the only play. So. And I do need to keep people away from her, which is going to be another fun part. Because I have to leave people to work the things. I have to keep people... Yeah, there's a lot of stuff to do without pausing. This is going to be fun. So I'm just going to send all of my fighters up there for the moment. I'm going to make sure my workers are in useful positions. Hey, look, you got the censored ego gift. Isn't that nice? Yeah, this is going to be rude, I think. Because this is a lot of stuff to do all pretty fast in a row. Lots of things to keep an eye on. And this is where BlueAnkylo falls. This next button. Remember, as long as we survive, as long as one person survives, that's all that matters. So the ecstasy gear is the one that stays behind in this one. Everyone else comes down to combat team. Pink suits stay upstairs. And combat team. Well, the good news is the last time I need to break up as long as we don't die. And this should still be enough of a combat team to handle the, what am I trying to say? To handle the fixers. That should not be a problem. We're gonna send Tasha down to help. Alright, 2 people. Wait. Actually, it should always be the people that are at the top. Caleb and Tasha. That way I just know who to click when I'm trying to go fast. There's a reason I organize them like that. It's always Hades and Juju. Okay. These guys are not... Are they? I'm just gonna leave. No, let's just say we've got a couple spare workers in this section because they're in the middle. If I need a third one on the right or left, they can help out. Alright, I believe that's all the prep. We're gonna dodge fixers because they could show up anywhere and start killing people. So the first step is make sure I find the 2 fixers, start moving them out of the way, start moving my army towards one of the fixers, queue up all the meltdowns, stay out of Bina's way, kill 2 fixers, try to keep the meltdowns under control. Once the fixers are dead, kill squad starts moving over. Once we do maybe the second round of meltdowns, then we kill her. No more breaks after this. This is the last calm. The last calm before the storm. Can Blue do it? Don't forget bullets. I'm gonna have my kill team start in an elevator. There's almost always a fixer upstairs. And if they're an elevator, I can color them and send them and maybe forget about them. If it's white, I can't forget about it. If it's blue or red, I might just be able to give them a shield and ignore them. Actually, even black. Anything but white, I can just give them a shield and maybe just leave them to kill it. Actually, that's probably going to work. Oh, jeez. Well, no matter. We've already spent 30 minutes getting here. Here goes. Hang on. Here we go. Find the fixers fast. Oh, crap. This is not going fast. There's one down here. It's black. Why is everyone already panicked? What is happening? I don't even know what happened. How did everyone just insta panic as soon as this? I actually don't know what happened. Oh, this game is so dumb sometimes. Just everyone panicked instantly and started killing each other. Yeah, everyone panicked basically. I didn't like the meltdowns didn't finish. Like a red fixer hasn't even killed anyone yet technically. I don't understand this game. Yeah, that's hilarious. Well, there goes the music. Okay. What? I can pause and just someone will die. I need the music to not play. What happened? So I need to figure out what just happened. I don't understand. We hit one sin, and there's no timestamps or anything. But as soon as Bina launched and the two fixers, so it's basically, as soon as Caleb hit one sin, the red fixer and the other one that I haven't found yet, they would have spawned, and Bina would have spawned, and then it was like instantly, everyone died, everyone was in panicking, and then it seemed to slow down somewhere in here, and then they started running around killing each other. But like, everyone died instantly. It wasn't the meltdowns. They barely even started. But like, I don't understand what caused like a base-wide panic chain. So we had a red fixer down here, and like, it's almost funny. One group of 2 or 3 people was possibly enough to kill one red fixer. It's really like, these are not the problem. I don't think. There should be another one somewhere. I mean, at this point, everything's broken free, but once everyone panicked, they started releasing the abnormalities, right? So can Bina push the button? No, if someone pressed the button, literally everyone would die. Not just half. Every single member of the building would be gone. She does cause meltdowns, but they have a timer. They don't just instant breach. Like, we should have had 60 seconds after she walked past something. And I don't even know where she went, honestly. I feel like maybe she's in an elevator. Oh no, there she is. So we did not react fast enough to whatever we needed to react to. She just brought her own button. Yeah, I just don't see it. Well, whatever it was, that's pretty garbage. I still haven't found the second fixer. Which is really bad. Like, I've been looking around for the second fixer for a long time now, and I still don't know where it is. Because I can't pause it. I mean, I paused it, but someone died, but this is definitely not bode well for day 49. Red fixer, Bina, and there should be one more somewhere. Oh yeah. It like everything, like it was just instantaneous. Like everyone panicked, everyone died. Suddenly all the abnormalities were free before like I could even hardly blink. I really don't understand what mechanic could do that. Welcome to cycle 5, everyone dies. Like, really, everyone. Like, how many people, like, it's been a little while with abnormalities on the run, but Need and Caleb somehow dodged whatever it was. Drax dodged it. Snake's Eye Robotnik. Locke. I guess Juju's alive. This group is fine somehow. Some of the guys in Central Command. 2 in Discipline. 1 in Welfare. Basically 1 on Extraction. Everyone in Record Team panicked or died. Even down in Architecture, 2 out of 4 died. And these guys were just hanging out down in here. In, like, the safest area in the base, basically. Nothing, there should be nothing down here. Yeah, these guys, they're fine. But the guys over here lost it. I don't really know why. Maybe I don't know. I don't know how Orga or Blueberry Muffin died. They were just here and then dead. Well, future tubers, this is not looking great. I'm gonna end the episode here, and when we come back, well, I'll probably off camera up to cycle 4 about to trigger cycle 5, because that first 4 days or four cycles is very, very boring, and there's nothing that can go wrong. And then essentially, within seconds of clicking cycle 5, everyone was dead. So I have to try to figure that out. I'm going to end the episode here, but this is not good. Maybe someone's watching in the future that knows what happened, but I haven't figured it out yet. And I don't have any ideas. I can't even find where the extra... I mean, I'd like to find where the second fixer is. But I can't even figure that out. Oh yeah, that's good. Let melting love out. Good job, Thornum. Just release the slime. Yeah, this is really annoying, I gotta say. It's too hard to find stuff now that everything is broken, because there's so many abnormalities out now. And even my employees have red bars, so... something happened. Anyway, future tubers, that's all for this one. Thanks for watching, I guess. And I'll see you next time, assuming there is a next time and we don't just give up. I don't intend to give up, but if that just keeps happening, we're not gonna do so well. Alright, so see you guys next time. Thanks for watching. It's all so and so.